And, 1 second. Okie dokie. So, it's been a while since I've done any sort of streaming for this in a long time. I'm also going to turn the volume of this down, surprisingly. Huh. Well, we have some Transmog runs to do. Did one on the Priest already, the wonderful Mina. Not... Let's, start off with... Primarily Blackrock Foundry for the Warlock is my highest priority. It has been forever since I've played WoW on the actual main retail side of things. Oh, and I guess there's, Molten Core, because... Okay, so currently, what we're going after. We're going after the normal and mythic Shadow Council's Garb. And we are going after the Fellheart Pants for the Fellheart Raiments. So a lot of stuff to do here, because I think there's this and, let's see. Yep, hi Mall. Okie dokie. Okay, raid difficulty, mythic. So, Paladin is the class I main. So, excuse me if you see horrible destruction Warlock gameplay. think oh yeah, there's several various doors here, isn't there?
It's too far away.
Yeah, so
I need to get closer. Target something first.
I remember that stuff. This was one of the few expansions where I remember the guild I'm in primarily being raiding, and let's just say I remember that stuff because we had two tanks ahead of me back in the day, and was back long before I was incredibly good with the prop paladin. But you know, anyways, I remember that because I remember our monk tank had a backup healer set he was working on. Gotta love that GTFO.
Target something first.
Oh goodness, I think I actually have to remember the mechanics for this next one, and I don't. Whatever will I do? I mean, that was also like 2 expansions ago that I had to remember mechanics for some of these fights, but
machinery is damaged. Keep those scum from sabotaging the furnace.
Target something first.
Furnace is overheating. Fools! If the fury breaks free, our work will be ruined.
The Fury has broken free! Quick, get it under control!
Warlord, we have it under control!
I need to get closer.
It is free! Warlord, we have failed.
Probably just gonna do the mythic for this today, because holy crap, that is a very minor annoying fight to do twice in a day.
I need a target.
And why might I only do the, To be fair, a lot of these bosses in this are either like, oh, I have to clear ads before this. That's rather annoying. Or very similar things.
Come! Your meat and bone will not die here!
I'm out of
Fault
range.
line! Come! The others coming through. Express coming through. Red ball incoming. Track 2. Red ball incoming.
This is another annoying one.
Incoming on 2. Faster! Stack offer! Track 3.
Will say I do have a bit of nostalgia for this place. Hey, what's up, guys? Nice to see you guys. Sorry, I am still very not used to being back, so it's good to see we have some people.
Blackhand won't tolerate any more denial.
Just doing some transmogs, you know, because it's at that point in the expansion where I don't feel like gearing up, even though I have things to get gear-wise, because it's like right around the corner. You guys ever feel that? Always a fun little thing to do.
Patience, sisters! The sooner we finish our work, the sooner we crush our enemy. Sorka, ensure the peons are keeping pace. My pleasure. Murat, load the ammunition into the main cannon. Right. What? The trains are behind schedule?
I think I see the problem. Let's see how well you've trained our soldiers, Gaban.
You insufferable!
Okie dokie. We are on mythic difficulty. Is there more going on? Do I... Oh wow, this is a lot to clear for a boss to spawn.
Ha! What brutality! What bloodshed! Sorka, this isn't a game! Get down there!
Don't worry, I'm coming. This looks fun.
Sisters! Look! Beef! No greater than battle to
There's some chill transmogs.
The Iron Maidens have fallen. They were my favorite. Find these invaders and bring me their
I need
heads.
to target something first.
Yeah, recently my friend Kaz got into this, so I've been streaming this a bit more and realized, oh, it's fun to stream this, especially when, you know, you're doing stuff like a transmog run, where you can talk a bit more, because, honestly, the thing that's most likely to kill me is leaving on that little blaze of glory thing. It's actually Burning Rush, but I like my name better. Even though lore-wise, that is horrible. But, you know, details, details, details.
Hey, Franz! Franzog! We got a jam! So, go unjam it then. I ain't done jamming it. I unjammed it last time. blackhand we got a stamper that ain't stamping? Hey, you! Get in there and unjam that stamper! Guess dispatch will have some impurities.
I don't have a target.
Your bones will be crushed to death. Hear me now, and believe me later. No, not like this.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. It's too far away.
My work, my flame, burned too bright.
So, we are... How many parts of this done? I think we don't have too much left.
Good morning, lesbian.
Oh, hello, Seth. And good morning. You did see the little announcement, right? So you... I actually
No, I
have...
haven't.
Oh...
Sorry.
Okie dokie. I'm just streaming today before we start session, that's all.
Oh, okay, okay. Are you live right now?
Yes, I actually have a
Oh,
viewer
okay.
for once.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just going through my Instagram. I didn't see that,
No, I
what do
just
you call
wanted to make
it?
sure you were still as normal, saying something, being like, yeah, I don't care.
Nah, I'm just chilling, man. I'm just
Yeah,
chilling.
I know. I have decided to start doing a few bit of transmog things on WoW. You know, the little make your armor look like old armor because old armor sometimes and oftentimes looks better.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that at the moment, and you know, A little easier finding viewership on Twitch when I'm actually labeling things correctly.
Well, yeah, that's how you get engagements and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But I am doing Blackrock Foundry at the moment, and it is both as I remembered it, which was somewhat enjoyable, and annoying.
I need to get closer.
And I'm currently doing it on Mythic difficulty, which is, you know, old school, hardest. Not hardest difficulty, because that would be doing it with appropriate level back
You'd
in the
be
day.
you'd be dying.
I mean, alone back in the day, I would be dying.
Yeah, for
But,
sure.
you know, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I remember this thing, like, a few expansions ago, I actually had to remember, like, a few parts of the mechanics for it, or I'd actually have to do the old paladin shameful retreat of, bubble so I take no damage Hearthstone.
You're the dogs who have been wreaking havoc throughout my foundry.
What?
Basically, teleport all the way back to safety while using an ability that means you can use the little teleport to back to safety.
Oh, sure.
Inventory is full.
Now
I
you can destroy more people.
I can't carry anymore.
I don't know if you can you do, wait, is it PvP or is it just like
It can
selective
be,
PvP?
but it's selective. Particularly what I'm doing is cosmetic upgrades. Because uh you can use old armor sets as sort of like your main thing for armor sets.
Well, you know what? You know how you defeat armor? Just like get a machine gun and just shoot people instead. It's more faster.
I mean, magic, Seth. Magic is always the
Magic
trouble with that.
bullets?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's part of it. More along the lines of there's magic, so there are machine guns in the World of Warcraft, by the way, but they're like, you know, your characters are built like, you know, a heavy tank in terms of like how many bullets they can take to the face.
Oh, fair.
One of the few things I still don't completely understand about this, but
Well met.
Mm.
For the Alliance.
it also helps get a small amount of gold for the character each time you do something.
All right, let's see here. Sorry, I'm like trying to manage all these fucking posts. There's so many like garbage posts I've made over the years. I'm like, oh, this is embarrassing. I'll just delete it.
That makes sense. Everyone makes garbage post.
People are thirsting over this new skin that came out for League.
Yeah.
specifically the Fox Girl. And I keep seeing it everywhere. And I just barely found out, like, not too long ago that they released it. Now I'm like, damn, it looks nice and all, but geez, calm down. They even have a figurine, which probably costs like $100. Minimum.
I just flew to the complete wrong place for this quest. I thought, oh, it'll be in the capital city of this region. Which shows you how much of the raiding scene I was in back in the day. But, you know. This was one of the expansions I played a lot of back when it was live. And how do I put it? It's a garbage expansion, but it's my garbage expansion. You ever have one of those things like, yeah, this game is garbage, but my garbage.
Shadows gather.
You want garbage?
Well, you know, like the whole, yeah, this is my rifle. There are many rifles like it, you know, that sort of thing. Where it's like, yeah, this expansion was horrible, but it was my horrible expansion, my first horrible expansion. That's sort of my experience with it. It's like, yeah, this one was sort of hard to bear, but, you know, it was...
Is it the one that was posted, whatchamacallit? Wasn't it posted in, fucking hell, what was the name?
It wasn't the mop remix that I've been talking about a lot recently. I've gone to main, like, retail and going back to old expansions, but it's the, you might have seen memes of it, of, like, some of the promotional, it's the one that I quote whenever I'm like, drink, Hellscream, or drink, or eat, Alvera, you know. Sort of the expansion I quote when I'm talking about the rice balls from last week.
Really?
Because this is Warlords of Draenor. It's the one time travel was a thing we did and did not fix. Mostly because it was there was no way we were fixing it. It was already way too late for that shit. It's one of these weird things, too, because they made some interesting changes to classes after this, because, like, oh, Protection Warrior, we're gonna give you this, experimental talent, where you are a DPS spec instead of a, you know, tanking spec. It was, one of those things I'm like, oh, I want to experience that, but never got to.
Or just delete. Just delete them. Easy.
Well,
I mean, snap them.
That is what happened to that talent tree. Yeah. And the funniest part about that talent tree too, Seth, was just, the warrior that dual wields two-handed weapons is the weakest DPS spec. Because of the entire, has the weakest DPS of the entire 3 specializations, because the tank spec's damage talent does more damage.
Does it?
It did back in the day. I think that's partially why they got rid of the talent, because it was called Gladiator stance. And it was basically sword and board DPS, which is the only sword and board DPS that's ever existed in this game. It was just one of those things where it's like, oh, it means you don't have to learn 2 rotations. 1 second.
Tradition binds my people.
Oh, okay.
But it was interesting to see. I also like the theming of it during that expansion too, because it was like they had all this like hyping up the expansion, and then I think the joke was, "Wow, if only they'd worked on it as long as they worked on all the other stuff related to it."
Let us speak. We will.
Which the actual problem with it is like Blizzard learned early on that the 1 year cycle does not work because of this expansion.
Uh-huh.
Because they did the 1 year thing for an expansion, and it sucked.
1 year expansion? What does that mean?
Well, they were going to have like an expansion per year, was their plan. And they
I
did
see.
it once, and they're like, nope, never again.
Regrets. Instant regret. I
Yeah.
assume.
Well, it wasn't instant, but it was close to instant. Like, because there were two main jokes, like, our followers are having more fun this expansion than we are. Because you had this whole follower system, and you'd send them out on various jobs to get various things for the garrison and whatnot. And sometimes you could even get loot from your followers doing stuff. Anyways, did not work out the greatest.
Interesting. Well, they learned their lesson quick, huh?
Well, yeah, but then, like, everybody else and their mother got away with it, and has been getting away with it for a while. So, you
Fair
know,
enough.
I'm sort of glad they learned their lesson very early on. And then the next expansion they had was Legion, which is my all-time favorite expansion I played live. Just a really nice expansion. Had some faults, every expansion does, but that one was... I think my expansion list starts... It really is, like, I like Warlords, I like Mist of Pandaria, I like Legion. I have mixed feelings about Battle for Azeroth. I enjoyed Shadowlands at the beginning, and then I took a break in the middle of Dragonflight, so I can't say too much about it fairly.
Yeah, you can. At least you played it.
I played it, and, like, the story was interesting, but also, like, how does the story work? Because it's like, oh, we're following the story of the Dragonflights at this point in history, and it's like, the Dragonflights, not only did they, like, give up their powers to stop Deathwing, but I'm pretty sure they have canonically neutered themselves in the process.
Interesting.
I don't remember why I think that, but I thought there was this whole thing where, like, they gave up their flower and their ability to keep going, essentially, to put out Deathwing.
Ah, I see.
Which I don't know why they had to do that. I mean, they had Green Jesus on their side with the magical dragon laser.
Today's games honor great Sorcerer King. We're gonna see his bloody victory over the orcs at the Battle of Red Spires. Oh, I hope these weaklings die better than they smell. We'll see what these competitors...
That ogre just call us smelly. Well, hello, Pot.
Now he's saying they haven't taken a shower in a while. So that's all he's saying.
I mean, to be fair, this is the same expansion. There was an achievement for taking a poop. I am not joking, by the way. That is a legitimate thing. In fact, I believe the achievement's name is Staying Regular.
Sorcerer King? Here? He only leaves Paris to witness legendary battles.
Sorry, I'm like completely unresponsive. I'm just.
No, that's fine.
Watching you fight in the arena again, even with your handicap. The pleasure is mine. The crowd deserves a superior gladiator, seeing as the last one fell so easily. Gladiators, seize this opportunity to die gloriously, for your names will be carved into history. Let the battle begin! And that's 100. Cho'Gall? You thought to imprison us, Marduk?
You could never control us.
Guards, stop him! Destroy them all! Raise this city to the ground!
The stones will be ours. All shall fall to darkness.
Seal the gates! Protect the palace! Hymal will never fall to the
Every once in a while, when the stats get too high in a game, in WoW, there's a trinket that has 666 stamina, and it's almost always a best-in-slot trinket for a tank.
See.
To be fair, it's a lot of stamina. And that's the stat you get health from in this. This is like one of the. This is the raid I believe my guild had on farm, and this before we stopped having a raid group in the guild.
You stop having a raid group?
Yeah, it was a long story. And I don't want to get too much into it, mostly because I don't remember too much of the details. You know, it seems that Axe always seems to drop on Transmog runs just to taunt me that it didn't drop back in the day when I needed a one-handed weapon upgrade.
Hmm.
Because, like, that was, for a good chunk of time, best in slot for that, for what that could give me. So, like, this expansion, had it been given more time to be made, would have been perfect. Because, like, they had all these great ideas for, like, to put it to you bluntly, there's a missing continent that we never got to explore, not because it wasn't something they were thinking about doing, it was something they didn't have time to do
Retreat to the ship!
You see?
I mean, there were other problems, like there was the infamous selfie camera patch.
Ah. I see. Uh...
Anyways, the reason I brought up that 666 stamina thing earlier is the boss in this raid I'm about to do is the thing that Trinket drops from. But every once in a while they do like a crunch, where they'll basically make items have less stats so new items can actually go up without things getting ridiculous. So, the first stat crunch was before Legion. The second stat crunch was after Legion.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's sort of hilarious, because, like, oh, we sort of just created the problem anew in one expansion. Oh, speaking of, no, that's a different one, isn't it? Yep, that's the strength trinket from that guy.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Who is that?
I need to get closer.
king don't wanna see nobody. Go away.
It's too far away.
Another thing that the shield from during Warlords, I could never get an upgrade for a shield to save my life. Did not know why. Did not know how. Just everything else would upgrade, never the shield.
Shield.
So it's like anything that didn't drop for me seems to always drop on characters that can't even use it as Transmog.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
You will not. You have seen but a fraction of my power. Behold.
You doing furry things?
No, not on a druid, and not too many beastkin races on the Alliance. I am doing warlock shenanigans.
Of course.
Then after this, I'm going to be doing Death Knight shenanigans.
Its energy overflows. Soon it will be unleashed. Boundless power of the stones flowed enough. Long have the Sorcerer Kings guarded these chambers. Today, you will see our secret power.
Oh. I've activated stages upon stages of things I'm not currently in.
What kind of stages, huh?
Well, you know, like how boss fights in games have stages. Well, I've accidentally, basically got him down to where he needs to die, but before him to die, he needs to go through several stages first. Which means I think I have one more thing I have to kill ads on. Because he's at one of whatever his health bar is, health left. Isn't there like a...
Never challenge my rule. I command the power of the stones, and no, my power knows no limit.
I was gonna say, isn't Cho'Gall in this fight, or in the final fight of this?
Has come to an end. The infinite night begins. Darkness comes.
You can never escape.
I'm listening. Good luck, friend. Greetings. Farewell.
Oh, right, there's one more thing to do on this character.
Interesting.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
So, there's this weird thing where, like a third of the classes have, or like 10, like 12% of classes in this game have nothing for the no transmog set from the first raid, because they weren't around in the first raid. And then, like, the half of the 12% that has something in there has really good transmogs for the first wing. And the other half has horrible transmogs for the first wing, but really great ones for the second wing. And the second wing is unsoloable because of how one of the boss mechanics work.
Oh,
You
I
don't
see.
have to worry about your health bar. That's not a problem. You have to worry about a particular boss's health bar.
I see, I see.
The Paladin is one of those classes. I think I sent you a picture of the Judgment set the other day, because I know you don't play, because you are doing the smart thing and avoiding the subscription fee.
Yeah, I don't want to go in debt.
Yep. One of the things I've been seeing people speculating, so in the next expansion they're adding this warband mechanic to things. And a lot of people are saying, oh, this looks like it could be like setting up for preparing the infrastructure for this going to stuff like consoles and losing the subscription fee because it's owned by Microsoft or whatever, right? And like putting it on Game Pass and blah blah blah, all this stuff. And I actually can attest, as long as you're not wanting to heal, you can play this game with a controller somewhat decently.
Oh, really?
For most of Legion, before I got a good mouse and keyboard, but I had a setup where I had a good controller, and there's an add-on that takes advantage of tab targeting. So I tanked, like, Mythic plus 19 back in Legion on a PS3 controller.
Dang. My bad.
So it is very possible for you to play on a controller. Just like I said, don't heal, because I don't know how they'd set up. So one of the things almost every healer does is they have mouse over macros, and there's like no equivalent to a mouse over macro in tab targeting. So essentially, what those are, Seth, is instead of targeting someone, I just hover over their little health bar and it targets them with the mouse over macro. And if I'm not targeting over a health bar, then it assumes I am the target. Or my targeted target is the target. If it's not me.
Huh.
And they're very useful. For healing too, because nowadays healers are expected to do damage stuff in the middle of their healing. At least it feels more modern, like, especially with like Mythic Plus, where you're on a time limit, your healer's ability to do damage is sort of important.
The eternal sun guides us. Keep your wits about you.
Oh, it's like one of the first bosses in this place.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer. It's too far away.
So, the bird will not be at session today. So I've decided I'm not going to throw you up against, the Hecaton Curie Titan without that, because that one, I'm like 88% sure can kill your entire party without the buffs he provides. And not like just kill you guys like 50% of the time, but like easily 50% of the time, and like the other 30% probably.
I'm out of range.
Mr. 100 Opportunity Attack Man.
Opportunity attack, man.
Yeah, 100 Opportunity Attack Man. Because he's, you know, do you know much about Greek myth? Because it is literally the Hecaton Curie from Greek myth, from, like, the very, very beginning of, the mythological history of the world. With, like, all the arms and eyes and whatnot. But one of the weird mechanics they have is they get 99 additional reactions they can use only for attacks of opportunity. They only have attack of opportunity as a reaction. So they basically have 100 attacks of opportunity.
So, what you're saying is that we're going to be sentenced to our death.
Who, I mean, if I were to go through with that, but I have other plans for tonight. So that I don't have to, you know, hit an emergency save state, man. So that is a mostly failed week of transmog hunting for the Warlock. Hooray. Had to go through like 3 entire dungeons, or 3 entire raids to get basically nothing. I mean, there's progress made, don't get me wrong. It's not actually nothing, but like, I've been trying to get the pants for a particular transmog set. Because I have everything else, to the point where literally I don't even know why I'm trying to get the pants for the transmog set, because like, they don't really do anything for the actual set. But I'm still trying to get them. Because like, the transmog sets for Warlocks are all, like, rogues. So, pants really don't complete the, fit for the most part. But in order for me to quick, select a transmog set, I have to have all the, pieces of the set.
Or I can just do cat things and just blow everybody up.
That is always an option. Unless you're in Vanilla WoW, in which case, G kick for being Feral Druid.
I'll
Yeah.
be fine. I'll become the mascot of WoW. Actually, that's how much they'll love me.
Back in the day, the feral druid was so notorious. It's like, why did we let this feral druid into our raid group? Hashtag or slash kick.
Oh my god.
It was that bad. Like, because like, oh, in this spellcaster tanking spec, we did not
Wow.
account for mana regeneration on spellcasting classes on tanking specs having to be faster for tanks to do their job, you know, so they don't run out of mana. Which,
Your mic kind of freaked out there for a second, but I don't know.
yeah, it
It's
looked
good
like,
now. But...
yeah, it looked like it freaked out internet-wise just for a second.
okay.
But basically, it's like, oh yeah, we designed this tank spec for this spellcaster, that we primarily designed it to be a spellcaster. Oh, did you, like, give it an alternate resource so that it didn't run out of mana? Huh. That sounds like a horrible idea. Meanwhile, like, 3 or 4 expansions later, we should probably make it so these tanks can't run out of mana through giving them enough regeneration that they won't, you know, they won't wind up regretting every part of this whole thing we're doing with this expansion or with this game. For so essentially, up until Wrath of the Lich King, the Protection Paladin, the basically all of the primary spellcaster slash healer type things that had tank specs were not really the greatest. They had their merits, but in Wrath of the Lich King, they said, oh, you know, paladins, you know, we should probably make it so that paladins can actually tank and do damage. There was a lot of weird design decisions, essentially, but in Wrath, there was a wonderful little, they nerfed this ability. It's still on prop paladins, but it used to be, oh hey, once every 2 minutes when you would die, you don't die. And they changed it to, oh, you can actively click this, reduce the damage you take, and if you do it properly, get a second chance at life.
Second chance at life. I have 9 chances at life, to be honest with you.
I mean, yeah. They also had this weird thing at the start where it's like, let's make it so that only Alliance can be Paladins, only Horde can be Shamans, but also let's make it so that Shaman gear can drop on Alliance characters when they're doing raids, and Paladin gear can drop on Horde characters when they're doing raids. Just to fuck with
Oh, I
them.
see.
Hello, Kaz.
Oh my god, he finally said my alias instead of my first name. That's crazy. What's up, Magnum?
I mean, alias is Matt Magnum, so you can keep calling him Matt.
Cool. Just hanging out, eating. I'm not name dropping brands here, but I'm eating a certain nacho seasoned tortilla chip.
You know, I once heard on a shit post that the door means like small, or no, Ito means
Really?
small in like Spanish or something. So, basically one of those two parts means like small as a prefix. So
Yeah.
somewhere they have proposed a mythical, large, normal size version of it.
A large normal sized version.
Like a
of
head
door?
size version of Dorito, but it's not a Dorito because it's not small.
Oh. Dorito. Dorito. So like a big Dorito.
Yes.
So a door. Hold on. Ito meaning small.
It's either that or like the first part, but I can't remember.
Like a gordito. I think that's like a. I know there's a gordita, which is like a something at Taco Bell.
Yeah, but Taco Bell is basically fancy cafeteria food.
Yeah. I'm just using word association to try and figure out word association. Well, I've got a couple hours before I go to a movie night, so I think I'm gonna try and stream a bit more Elden Ring. So we're gonna co-stream. I really, really, really want to finish this damn base game already.
You haven't finished it yet?
No, I haven't even finished the base game. I
Oh,
have
interesting.
and the DLC's been out for a week. I feel like a walking failure every time every time I sit down at this desk and turn on my computer and look at Elden Ring. I'm like, I feel. What's up?
I think there's people talking in your chat, bro.
Oh, hey, what's up? Happy Saturday.
Yo, Matt's streaming?
Yes, got 2 viewers.
Oh yeah, he is streaming. I knew
Yep.
that. Why did I say that like a question?
It's a very good question. My day is going good, Belladell.
Belladell.
Just a wonderful day on the World of Warcraft.
There you are. One
Yep.
of these days I'll
How are
play
you
the
doing,
game again.
Belladell? Delia. Ah. Oh yeah, Belladelia.
Mr. Magnum Dog.
United States. That's all you're getting out of me today.
Wait, was she like, where you live? Where
Yeah,
you
you're
live?
like, where you at?
Delia?
Belladelia.
Oh, Belladelia.
Belladelia. I don't see anyone trying to dox you in your chat. How are you?
It's on Twitch.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? You have 2 different chats?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
You need to find a way to, like, combine the stream chats. I think there's a service that'll do that for you. Oh, wait. No, isn't Twitch, like, weird about that?
Yeah. Well, no, you have Streamlabs. But I don't know if it'll do both. Let's see.
The Honey Goblin is streaming again. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to mention other streamers. Damn it. Ah!
I mean, you're seeing my hobbies. Streaming, video games.
That's
those
your
sorts of
job to
things.
play freaking WoW, bro. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
it's like, yeah, I'm not getting paid for it just yet. Maybe one day.
Sponsored by WoW? Question mark?
Damn, dude. I looked up Matt Magnum and I found like 4 different users.
Yeah, it's not the name I use on the streaming platform.
This is why we need consistency of usernames across platforms, my guy. Well, I don't know.
It's the same
Then-
username on both platforms.
Leviathan Devil Gaming. Oh,
Yeah.
there you are.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe I haven't followed you yet. What's wrong with me?
Hello. Xenon Halo. I do have a feeling that's like someone I know.
How are you? Have a good one.
My God, it's Matt Magnum. Oh my God, he's fighting the fire golem. He killed it.
Well, yeah, this is just transmog runs.
I feel like I put myself under a lot of unnecessary pressure by purchasing that WoW subscription when I wasn't done with my first commitment yet.
How long have I been engaged to this game? That's an interesting way of putting it, but since Mist of Pandaria, about, around the Throne of Thunder coming out. Can you wow me, please? I don't know, I'm just doing transmog runs. I don't know if there's too much to wow you with.
What?
This proto Drake coming down, or is it just going to continue being a jackal?
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
This is a proto Drake, right? You are right, I have not added a logo to it. I haven't been streaming too long yet, so. Well, thank you for the offer, but if I do want someone for that, I do have a, local artist for the channel.
I'm out of
And I don't know how, Fawn Silver would be of me going to other artists when they're not in the middle of commissions.
All right. Matt, I'm happy to let you know that I just started playing Elden Ring, for what it's worth to you.
Oh, right, am I supposed to do these turrets? That would explain why I'm having trouble.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Saturday afternoon. I'm casual,
need a target.
and I'm playing Elden Ring. God help me.
Move quickly! She won't remain grounded for long!
I don't have a target.
And today, I'm joined with a Catboy and a Matt Magnum.
Yes.
A Magnum Dong, if you will.
And he's streaming over on Twitch and on YouTube. He's simulcasting. So, go check him out if you want.
I will be doing transmog runs. I've decided to start doing transmog runs on Saturday.
I keep telling myself I'm going to start playing World of Warcraft, but I've got to finish Elden Ring first. Oh my god, there's DLC. There's just so much freaking game to play.
Dude, World of Warcraft reminds me so much of Wizard 101. Like, I feel like I want to play it now.
Yo, Seth. I mean, why did you say that? I don't know. Hey, Catboy, are you actually gonna play like World of Warcraft with us? Because that would be fun.
I have money for the subscription, bro.
That is the thing. Like, I have a feeling we are not too long away from this going on Game Pass and dropping a sub fee. And
What,
by
World of
not too,
Oh.
not too long away, I mean like 2 years, which is like the shortest it's ever been for thinking about free to play in like any time period.
I don't know, man. Thinking of World of Warcraft as a free-to-play game just feels like such a foreign concept to me.
Well, yeah, but it's owned by Microsoft, and think about it. Put the expansions on Game Pass, have a more, and they're,
When was
like,
when question? When was Activision Blizzard bought by Microsoft? I didn't catch that.
this year.
That was like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like been a year, no? Like almost a year?
No, they, put the first Activision Blizzard game on this year, so that's why I say we're close, but it's still probably a few years off.
I need to get closer.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely not like against it going the free-to-play route, but that's a lot. That would fundamentally change a lot of how the game works, I think, and how the game is monetized, which I'm not sure.
I don't think so, because they've already been playing around with various, like, purchasable stuff, like Transmog and mounts and whatnot. So I don't think it would change too much, aside from, having more things come out that are exclusive to, like, buying it on the shop. But I don't think it would change, like, gameplay at all. I don't think there'd be a paywall behind, other than buying the expansion, classes and things like that. I think it would be primarily more like a buy cosmetic type thing.
I think it would be a spit in the face if they did what Wizard 101 sort of did, where it's like, it's always been like free to play, but then you can't do anything past like a certain level in World 1. Like, they still haven't made World 1 like free. You still have to pay a subscription if you want to continue the story. Yeah, I think that's kind of rude. You know,
Well, I
they
mean,
just
they already have the
up.
free trial like that. You can play up to level 20 with the free trial.
Yeah, but like, it's probably like, I think it's, I don't know, like, I don't like how predatory it is. I don't like it. Kind of why I don't play Wizard 101 anymore. If I had money, I probably still wouldn't play it because of the costs. I'd rather pay for Game Pass where I can get more out of it, you know?
Yeah, that's another reason I think it might
Totally
go to
valid.
that, because, like, oh, put the game on Game Pass, and you have people subscribing to Game Pass. Which, you know, is a bit more costly than a WoW subscription each month.
I mean, yeah, but you get more out of it than just one game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with the WoW subscription, you also get access to Classic and whatnot with that same subscription, so...
What do you mean? Classic?
Like, Classic WoW, old servers for the old, game, modes. So, like...
Think of it as separate servers that specifically, like, operate World of Warcraft as if it's an older version that people are nostalgic for.
Yep.
I mean, I know that there's like a legacy version of like most games, but I just thought that they would have opened up like Classic by now or something.
Oh, that is what Classic is. It's
Oh, why not just go free to play with the Classic version?
Well, I honestly think that would be if you'd go free to play with one or the other, it'd be retail. Because Classic has a lot less free to play monetization things going on with it.
Maybe.
Also, Classic, hot take here. Classic WoW is very overrated.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Which one of those versions would you say Activision Blizzard looks at as the cash cow?
Probably
retail.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you think they would bring in more? Do you think they would feel very comfortable thinking on the betting that they would make more money going to the free-to-play model for that version? Or do you think it would be more profitable for them to take a risk and go free-to-play with the classic version? Which one has a more active player base?
I honestly think that it would probably be better if they did like the newer one or whatever, the one that you guys are playing. Like, I feel like I feel like the only reason why I would say that is because it's updated, it looks a lot nicer. There's a lot more work and put into it to make it look more, what do you call it? Like, not smooth. It still retains like its old, like, low poly stuff, but not to the point where it's like extremely blocky.
Okay.
And I don't know anything about new WoW, but if I had to guess, it'd probably be a lot more better.
It's
don't
much
know.
better gameplay wise, because like old WoW has what I like to call the. So new WoW, it's like there are specs of specializations of classes that are better. Old WoW, specializations of classes just do not function.
Wow, he was just sitting here
Sure.
this whole time.
Like, for instance, I was telling Seth that, back in the day, Prop Paladins and, a bunch of other various things that had tank specs but were primarily, like, healers or ranged DPS classes did not work. Or, like, another example is Shadow Priest in the modern World of Warcraft is actually a fun DPS spec. Shadow Priest in Classic WoW does not exist. You would be playing a priest. A holy priest.
Oh man, I would need 10 arcane. Oh wait, that's not that much. I would only need like 2 points invested in arcane. Holy
I mean,
cow.
you also have to remember too is that Classic WoW is got on a very old source code that if people start populating over there, it's gonna be a lot easier to exploit versus this new one.
Mm-hmm.
So security wise, gameplay wise, just everything is much better if you just do the new one. I don't know.
Makes sense.
That's what I would think.
Yeah. True. Like adapting the newer version to a free to play model would, based on the source code, that kind of, I can see that making sense.
Well,
Yeah.
also, there's more things
actually,
to do. It's easier to learn than Classic.
Do
Okay.
we know for a fact that newer WoW operates on different source code, or like in like fundamentally different source code?
I don't know about that for a fact, but I do know that unless you have nostalgia for Classic, there's no point in getting into Classic.
Ah, makes sense.
Especially if like you want to especially if you want to like be competitive in any sense of the matter.
In your experienced opinion, would you say that retail WoW is more a better balanced game than classic WoW?
Yes. Like
Okay.
I said, certain classes don't work.
Dude. It just made me have like Wizard 101 PTSD because I remember that I bought the subscription or I had a subscription for a bit, like not too long ago. And you know what fucking happened? I had all the best cards that I can place. I had the most powerful spells that you can get at the level that I was, and even beyond a little bit, right? I was able to kill people in PvP and everything. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go into PvP. So I went into PvP. These motherfuckers had like 7 different cards to use to get a bunch of power pips, which is like basically like the power you use to cast the cards. You need a certain amount. And and they just like one-shotted me. It was so dumb. They were lower level than me and they managed to kill me in one shot. It was so embarrassing. I was the only one who kept going down so quickly because they added these bullshit spells that can just one-shot you or potentially like just steal everything from you. It was so bad. And everything's unbalanced now.
That's awful.
And I had like the OP I had the OP class, which is death. That's like what everybody's go-to is if you want like a really OP and like less it got there's not a lot of things that can resist that power. And it just really sucks that these like 5-year-olds that just started playing the game have better cards than me and they can just kill me. I don't know.
Damn. Yeah, you're right. That is some shit.
It's so dumb. I hate it.
Hate to see
One
it.
down here, Thorum.
I can't attack that target.
All right, there is an elevator here.
I need to get closer.
Jeez, can't see shit. I know this spot was activated by an optional key or whatever.
It's too far away.
Would say I need to remember how the mechanics of this work, but I have no idea.
Nice. Dude's a gymnast. Bruh.
I need to get closer.
Bye-bye. Oh, God. Come on.
These pathetic mortals are harmless, beneath my
Yeah,
station.
poised.
Dispose of them.
It's too far away.
All right. Oh, shit. You know, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Yep, that's what I keep forgetting. All right, let's try out Burn, Oh Flame. Let's see if this incantation's any good. Let's go. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh, that scales directly off of Faith, doesn't it? Makes sense. Put this many levels into Faith, you start getting a lot of good Faith scaling incantations. Am I going the right way for this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the right way.
I need to get closer. I need a target.
There's gotta be something here. Okie dokie. What
Keto,
hallway?
okay,
Oh.
artichoke. Scree.
Where is this hallway?
Flames. Cool, we got a rune. I don't like that. I don't like that he can see me. I can't shoot him with an arrow. I should have brought a bow and arrow. Precious item ahead, eh?
That makes more sense.
It's
Bye-bye.
too far away.
Do not hold back. Destroy them.
Why you lagging, dude?
I'm out of range.
Oh, is my
Well-
stream lagging?
No,
Could be.
I don't know.
I just
think
heard
it's
why
fine.
you lagging, dude, so...
I think he's talking about something else.
I thought so, but I just wanted to make sure.
Oh. This is the way I came.
Alright, forgot, don't step in the circles.
I need to get closer. Impertinent whelps! You dare challenge me atop my pedestal? I will
Circle
crush you
bad.
myself.
Circle causes, inhuman stun.
Ah, circle bad.
Indeed.
As though I am awakening from a nightmare. But the shadows in this
Dappled
place yet cling.
cured meat.
Sif. Was Sif here?
But I want some boiled prawn.
She died at my brother's hand. A dark nightmare indeed. I need time to reflect.
Actually,
I will
doesn't
aid
that look
your
like the way I
cause
came
if
to?
You should require it. I owe you at least.
Yeah, this is where I want to be heading.
Farewell.
I'm gonna call it here just to make sure I have enough heat on my computer. So I'll see y'all on my stream later tonight.